Them trees were in back of the house, I think.
This is the house that was here?
Yeah.
Right back here.
Somewhere right in this area. I think those big trees were always in back of the house, and I was always afraid they were going to blow over onto the shack. So
this is 2801 Seminelli.
Yeah.
This home here is the replacement home for this, correct?
Yeah, I got it here.
Okay. Well, let's go out in front and take a look at it.
I was going to call her the other day. We came up here one time and she took us all through the house.
How long ago was that?
Oh, Lawrence. No, my mother planted that little spruce tree, I think.
Little?
We used to could see way across the field, way over onto another road.
Are you taping now? Yeah. Okay, you shouldn't tape very much.
We moved out here and set the furniture in the bushes and set up a tent.
Well, where are we right now?
At our first home in Fruitland Township on Seminelli Road. It didn't have a road then.
Was there a ditch at that time?
No, just a two-track going through the bushes.
So did it look something like this? Were there trees?
No, there were. Well, there was here and there a skinny tree, but it was just bushes, and you could see all the way across every place. You could look across where Grandpa was building concrete for the house, the new house. Just west of the house.
What was it like to come out here and be dumped in the bushes?
Oh, yeah, that part of it I can't remember. I just remember being here and I wanted to go home.
And this was home?
This was home. I didn't know it, but this was home.
Was it tent?
Yeah, tent. And I can remember looking out of the opening in the tent and seeing the black cook stove sitting out in the rain. It was raining. That was the part I remember. My mother cooked right out there in the open. You better not waste too much of your film.
Okay, why don't you just stay right here?
I was thinking of getting to look to the back part of the house.
Yeah, you should make sure that you can see it. Are you ready to go, Sean? Yeah. Okay, go. Well, we're at 4408 West McMillan. What's special about this house?
Well, this is where my grandpa and grandma all lived, and they moved here in 1881 or 82. And they built a house, and it set over there, and it burned down in about 1919.
That's Charles and Caroline Taylor.
Charles and Caroline Taylor, after their children had all grown up and married. And then they had this little house, just this front part. It was, I don't know if it was just one room. And they moved into that after the fire. They didn't have a stick of furniture or anything.
How far away was the house that burned?
Well, it was about where that gas tank is and a little bit farther back. It was a long ways from the front because it had, from the road, it had a great big flower garden all the way. Of course, there was barns, pig pens, everything else out back. years.
Grandma Kaler lived here till she died?
Yeah, she died in that house.
And what about Grandpa Kaler? He lived longer.
Grandpa lived 9 years longer, and he lived in that house. He died in that house.
Who lives here now?
A great-grandson of Grandpa and Grandpa Taylor.
Pauline's grandchild?
Yeah, Pauline's son.
Okay, thanks.
I don't think you'd be able to stump post office.
How does this cemetery fit into our family?
Because my grandma and grandpa lived here, and we've got an uncle buried here.
Can you find his
Oh,
tombstone?
sure. No. It's right in front of you. I told Aunt Doris, and she comes in and walks in the gate of the cemetery and thinks she's going to walk into the grave.
Can you walk in front of us and film us as we go? Wait a minute, Grandma.
The captain of the lighthouse, he owned that lot. And when the little boy drowned, why, he told him to bury him in my lot. The poor young couple here just came, had no place to bury him. And
William was the second child?
No, he was the second child. Aunt Mary first, Marie, and then him, and then Aunt Minnie.
So he would have been your uncle.
Sure, he was my uncle. Now you go into this lot. And the reason nobody could find it is because it don't say Taylor, it says William, son of Charles and Caroline Taylor.
Oh. 9 years, 10 months, 4 days.
That's the way they did a lot of them then. See, and there's a plant, and look at how good that plant has grown. But then we planted a real plant, and then I found the flowers and put them here.
So he died in 1881.
Yeah, he died 2 months before my mother was born.
And that tombstone was
It's a note,
made...
Sean.
How'd your uncle die?
He drowned. He was a pal of the lighthouse keeper, Captain Robinson. And he evidently went to row his boat across the channel to see his pal one day, and he turned up missing. And they went looking for him, and they found him right alongside of the boat. He evidently jumped into the boat, and he jumped alongside, and he went right down alongside the boat, and that's where they found him.
So you we're stopping at a landmark. Can you tell us what this is and how it fits into our family?
Well, this was the get-off station, the train station for Whitehall and Montague. Well, my grandpa and grandma came over. Grandpa came first, and then he found a place in Germany, Berlin. And then he went to grandma, and she came with her mother and 3 children. A couple of her children. Well, the children were William and first Marie and William and Minnie, Wilhelmina. She came over and she got here, and it was a different place than what she figured was going to be because it had been arranged differently. She got off here and not able to talk English, German. She was upset because she didn't know what was doing, but the station master, they communicated enough to her that her husband had been coming every morning to see if she was here. Can you imagine coming away from Berlin, Germany, and coming to a little place like this in a strange country and not even being able to communicate in the language with her?
How long did she need to wait?
So he told her, he got it across to her that she should 10 years old.